da, 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 da. Okay, everything's set up. Okay. Hello, this is UnknownVoidCat, and welcome back to some more Snurks. Last time, I finally got over the wall that is New Game 3 for me. And I'm finally gonna be... Well, not only did I get past New Game 3, but I also got past New Game 4. Finally bringing me all the way up to New Game 5. So my goal for today's stream is to 1. Beat New Game 5, and if time allows it and I complete it quick enough, perhaps go beyond that and beat New Game 6, maybe even more. But for today's video, I'm going to be trying, not video, but stream, I'm going to be trying to go for a different kind of run than I did before. What that run will be depends. Likely it's gonna be something that isn't rogues, because I beat New Game 3 using rogues. It's not gonna be nobles, because I also beat the game using nobles. I also don't want it to be mages, because I beat New Game 4 using mages. So my plan is to beat a game with a class that I've not yet won with. What that class will be will depend on what items that I get for my first item. If I get like an item that's really good to start a build. I'm really hoping maybe we can get a swarm build going, because swarm units are always cool. They always look so cool, so I'd like to do a swarm build. And you know, we already have a swarmer unit right now. We already got the swarmer, so it'd be really good to do a swarm build. But it depends on, you know, what kind of items you get, because you can get all the units for the build, but like, you know, if your items don't properly match up, it's not going to go so well, because you don't need just units for that build, you also need the items that fit it. Hello! Yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I just started. For today, I'm planning on beating New Game 5 with a build different than the ones I previously used for New Game 4, 3, and base mod. So I'm hoping to maybe beat it with either Swarmer, maybe a Nuker, something else. You'll need the luck. I do, like, considering what was happening with some of my item rerolls last stream, I definitely need some more luck. Especially considering I'm playing on a much higher difficulty than New Game 3. A swarm build does sound really fun to do, because it's just so cool seeing the little critters go around. And this host has very slow movement speed. Yeah. Not very fast. I'm gonna need to get some more units to help it out. But the real cool thing about Swarmer, and why I really want to do a Swarmer for this mod, is I love how all the little modded critters, like the rogue critters that we had with the rogue run, and like the other critters. Oh, we got one range dude. Need to be careful of him, because I do not have much way. Yeah, 5 critters, special critters, plus a toy. Yes, I'm really excited to like potentially get a swarm build going, because I really like to I really want to play around with all the special critters. Especially the toy critter, because the toy critter is always cool to watch go around. Like, I love how it makes like little special sound effects. The only problem with it is it can be kind of weird with its AI. Like, sometimes the toy critter will just get stuck behind an enemy infinitely and like not kill it, is the one thing. Almost got the ranged guy dead. I just need one more hit off on him, and there's it. Please give me an item that actually fits the critter build. Oh wait, no, we're not there yet. We're only on level 2. 2 advisors. Since this is a hard level, I'll get the seamstress for now. Help give some damage. Because the one swarmer unit I don't think is going to be doing very good by himself. So having some kind of like AoE thanks to like the seamstress would definitely help out this single swarm unit. Okay, got one speed guy, a few red guys. You need more damage. Yeah, I definitely need some more damage. So like until I get more swarmers, I'm gonna need to start filling my snake up with other units. Just to, like fill up the gaps and like bump up my damage until I get like proper swarmers. Because one swarmer definitely ain't enough by itself. Especially when you consider the fact that the swarmers just don't got that much AoE by themselves. Like, they got some good single target damage with their critters, but like, unless you have like the mage critters that have like little AoEs, most of the critters just don't got that AoE damage. So dealing with crowds. Yeah, generally the swarmers don't have AoE. So having something like the seamstress is like pretty helpful, because the seamstress will give them that little bit of AoE thanks to the zone it's applying. Okay, just a few guys left, should be easy. Just one green guy who ran right into me with all of the other red guys, and they're gone now. Please, please let me get a good swarm item. Nest, okay, critter damage. Immediately get a swarm item. This might be the swarm build. We already got some good luck with getting a swarm item. With getting nest. Now, who do I take to just give me a little bit of extra damage? I think I'll take the scout for now. Just because I need that little bit of extra damage to back up the swarmer. Because swarmer units can be a lot rarer due to their, you know, higher rarity. Hard to find them. It's looking like a rogue build. I promise it's not going to be a rogue build again. I just need some kind of like cheap unit to like fill up the snake until I eventually get some extra swarmers. Problem is, sometimes they can be rare to find. Like, I'm hoping I get a toy master soon. Or something. Okay. Finish off these guys. In the wave real quick. We can just go and run into them. Just so we can finish this off a little quicker. It's the last wave. And another arena clear. Please let there be a swarmer. No, not yet. I'll keep my money, stay at 15 so I get that bit of extra interest. Because the damage I have for now should be good until like a harder wave. Like I should be able to save my money for now until I get another swarming unit or something. Okay, one ranged guy at the back. Make sure he doesn't get my snake. Use the other enemies to kind of act like a shield. Though I did not properly dodge that exploding projectile, unfortunately. But it should be fine because the visor's there to give a bit of HP shield to my rogue that just lost a lot of his health. Okay, one healer. I'm gonna need to get him away. He's kind of hiding at the back, so I gotta like go around to him so he doesn't just keep healing the enemies. Unfortunately, it seems to be a little hard to get to him. He keeps getting covered up by the enemies. Let me get him like this. Okay, finish him off. Please, so he stops healing them. Get out of here, healer. Okay, now we can more easily get these last dudes left. Okay, another healer, and just a bunch of red dudes. Not really much issue, especially once I get rid of that healer like right now. How much health do I got? Well, my Swarmer has a lot of HP right now, so I can go and run into everybody. Finish this wave quickly. And that's not being clear. Will I get a Swarmer this time? Still not yet. It is an elite though, so I'm gonna need to buy some units to fill up my snake. Just random units for now. I just need something. First elite, yeah, speed booster. I'm gonna need to just get some random stuff to fill up, even if they don't fit the build. And that should be enough. Save the rest of my money. I want to make sure I got that proper damage to beat the elite. Ooh, lost oh, actually, I'm surprised I didn't lose anybody there. Because I ran right into the elite. I'm surprised nobody died. Okay, we're still doing good. Ooh, okay, now we lost somebody. Honestly, that took longer than I thought. I thought we'd have lost somebody a bit quicker, considering that I don't really have much of a build going yet. I just kind of have like a mismatch of just a bunch of random units together. No real build yet. And arena clear. Can I get another critter item? I'll take a meat shield. Meat shield can be like potentially good when I get the critters that like to like sit around you a lot. That should help me like essentially build a shield around my snake to block all those projectiles. And I'll take a chronomancer. Just speed everybody up until I get my Swimmer. Yeah, meat shield potentially, depending on how it works. My snake is crowded. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I just took a lot of random units because I want to like make sure I beat that first elite. Because sometimes if I like under get units and I don't get like enough before the first elite, my run will usually end there. So I'm going ahead and like filling it up once the first elite comes. Especially because I can just sell them later. Like, it's not too big of an issue. It's a little bit of lost interest, but I can sell it. Now I just gotta hope that I get some kind of more Swarmer units to actually take advantage of these Swarmer items I'm starting to get. Because currently, I got 2 Swarmer items, but only a single Swarmer to actually use them. Which is not good. Okay, keep my distance a bit. Got the speed guy, little green guy. And one more green guy, but he shouldn't matter because it's the last wave. He ain't gonna be able to do too much. Okay, will I get a Swarmer now? Nope, not yet. It seems my luck has it's like the luck from my mage build has like reversed. In my mage build I was constantly getting the mages I needed, but not the mage items. This time it's reversed. I'm getting all like the Swarmer items I need, but I'm not getting the Swarmer units. It's like reversed. It's like a reverse of what I had for the mage build. But yeah, they're also, I guess it's also, yeah, because there's just not that much Swarmers. Because mages do technically, yeah, have a lot more mages. I just gotta hope that those like few Swarmers do appear eventually. Okay, get rid of that healer, all the range units. just one healer and a charge guy. All I gotta do is make sure the charge guy doesn't charge right into me. And this should be another wave done. 2 purple guys, 1 green guy, not a huge threat. The purple guys, from at least my experience, don't feel like they really do too much. I feel like they like die pretty quickly before they can really do a lot. The purple enemies just don't do as much as other stuff do. Oh, finally another swarmer. Got the toy master. I'll sell the swordsman. Get the toy master. The shielders absorb damage. Oh yeah, so that's probably why then they're dying so quickly, because they definitely die very fast. Like it's like they're there 1 second and gone the next. Okay, 4 ranged enemies. Get rid of them before they do too many attacks on me. One purple guy, 1 ranged guy. Oh, he absolutely shot multiple shots right into one of my snakes. Unfortunately, he killed one of my people. But it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I'm starting to lose a lot of people, actually. In fact, I lost my toy master. And somebody else. Not good. I need to be a bit more careful. Why are you walking into him? I'm walking into him because sometimes my eyes wander away from the screen for a second. Sometimes I get distracted, look away, and immediately run into an enemy. Oof. 2 of my people gone. Who do I have left right now? 1 advisor and the other purple guy. This should be fine. The advisor is quite strong. Like one advisor, as long as it's given enough time, like 1 advisor can kind of keep itself like immortal. Okay, there's another person gone though. In fact, I can potentially use the ranged enemies to like kill the other enemies actually. Like that. Like I'm literally like using the ranged enemies on themselves to defeat their own allies. And like doing this, it gives me time to like slowly get my advisor shield up. Okay, now we just gotta finish off the last ranged enemy after he shoots. Oh, he still had a lot of health left. I didn't think he had that much left. Okay, fire, please. So I can dodge it. There, and now throw you into the wall again. And finish you off. Like that. You can tank the projectiles. Yeah, that's the good thing about Visor. Honestly, using the Visor, I'm starting to think that maybe instead of nerfing Paladin to being a 3 cost, the real unit they should have been nerfing to 3 cost should have been a Visor. Because a Visor kind of go crazy. Visor can like easily make like a unit immortal. Okay. Knock you guys into the wall. Okay. There. Okay, this guy's finished off. Now we just gotta get the last guy. Knock him into the wall again. And that's an arena clear. Okay, that one took a lot longer because I was not paying well enough attention and letting my people die. What is this? That's nobles, that's projectile damage, that's elites, that's for mages. Heavy impact, psychic strike, Ruthlessness, Death's Door, Ultimatum. Okay, I'm looking for something that will help my little critters. Okay. Not seeing it yet. Okay. Unholy Smite, Zero Dagger, Noble's Charm, Heavy Impact. Man, it is not appearing. It just does not want to appear today. Where is it? Okay, here. Infesting Strike. Cracked Burst. Oh, was Cracked Burst? I must have overlooked it. That happens sometimes. If I start re-rolling enough, like I'll start overlooking things. That is one flaw. That's one of my weaknesses in this game. So I'll probably go for Infesting Strike. It'll give me more critters. I'm supposed to read the fully. Yeah, I am definitely supposed to fully read the items sometimes. The problem is, sometimes I feel like I remember them correctly, so I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this doesn't fit the build. But then sometimes it's like, I'm just getting them confused with other items. So I'm feeling like I think I know them, but I don't actually know them properly. Oh. Lost somebody there. Did lose my Toy Master though, so that should still be good. Then stop doing it. That's easier said than done, you know. Because I'll think in my head like, yeah, I should stop doing this. But then sometimes, you know, bad habits die hard. Sometimes you'll like, you know, you'll stop doing it for that run. You know, you'll remember not to do it. But the next run you forget. By the time I get to the next run, forget. Also, once again, these orange guys getting bugged. Those orange guys like to get bugged sometimes. I'm pretty sure that's not how you use that proverb. Probably. I'm just throwing out things. Waiting for my Toy Master to slowly get these guys killed. The shielders made those enemies last long. Yeah, it does see. I think the reason why I struggle to see what the shielder does as well is it's not as like visually obvious for me. When as something like the ranged enemies, you can like more visually see what they're doing. But yeah, I can't tell that then the healers will heal the shielders. Yeah, that does seem like it's starting to be a deadly combo. The healers are healing the shielders and keeping them alive a lot longer. And I'm not getting very much good damage to deal with the shielded enemies. Luckily, they still died anyway, though. I am getting very low on health, and I have no way to heal. Also, you can't kill the healers because they're protected by the shielders. Luckily, my damage is still high enough that I was able to kill those healers. But like, yeah, if I was on a higher difficulty and the shielders were giving more shield, they probably would have been like completely impossible to kill. They only died because they got too far. Yes, they got a bit separated. Man, that is a lot of healers right now. That is a crazy amount. Man, these enemies are not gonna be dying anytime soon without killing these healers. That is a humongous horde of them. Absolutely gigantic. Slowly run around. It's a good thing I got the advisor. I probably wouldn't be alive if I didn't have the advisor. Yeah, I probably should be pushing the healers away. The only reason I wasn't pushing away is I'm still afraid that if I run into the healers, might end up killing my Toy Master, who's kind of my main damage dealer right now. Though with the advisor's buff, he should be able to survive though. Up. Well, it seems the Toy Master was gonna be a little bit less of a main damage dealer. The Toy Master's getting kind of was stuck for a bit, chasing that one bugged orange unit, which is like chasing after him for a while. Okay, now there's no more healers, nor is there any shielders, so I can just slowly kill the remaining units. Okay, now it's done. Yep, this level definitely taught me that I need some more damage. My damage is not good enough right now. Okay. Visor. Let me see if I can get some kind of other swarmer. I just need some kind of other swarmer to back this up. Can I get one? I would really like one. Well, I gotta upgrade to one. The Exorcist looked like it could have been helpful. It could have been, but I was focusing so much again at swarmers, I wanted to like save more money to get swarmers. But it potentially could have been helpful for getting rid of some of the special units. I'll get a cleric. I need a bit of healing. I don't really have any way to like stay alive longer. Who's the least necessary out of all these guys? Dancer, upgrade your nest. I should upgrade my nest. How much do I need? 5. The Psylocke was looking pretty good. Infesting. That's infesting strike on nest. They look so okay. They look extremely similar. This is essentially the same picture to me. Essentially, I thought this was nest. They look very similar. Yeah, I was thinking about getting Psylocke so I get the mercenary bonus, but I was thinking like maybe to instead wait for like a prospector. Martyr isn't even bad. Yeah, I think it heals everybody. I guess yeah, Martyr could have been good. The only problem is he would eventually die. So if like I'm having like waves if I'm having levels that are going really long, he'll eventually be gone pretty quickly. It can use its ability like 10 times. So yeah, I guess that is a good amount of healing. But the problem though, at the same time, is that while he can get 10 healing if he's just hurting himself, the problem is like if he hurts, what if he gets hurt by another unit though, like an enemy, and then that decreases his already low health. Just gonna clear it. You see, that's the things I'm not thinking about. I feel like the problem is I'm rushing too much. I do need to like be a little more slow to like actually read the units. I don't know why I'm rushing so much. I'm going a little too fast is the thing. It's like that, it's like the roguelike, like the energy from playing like a roguelike, it's getting to me. I'm going a bit too fast. When I probably should like slow down a little, read things a bit more in depth, and come up with better plans. Yeah, this is not a roguelike I should be rushing, yeah. I definitely need to like slow it down and like actually think, because otherwise if I'm not spending enough time, I accidentally skip past units and skip past items I should have been getting. I definitely need to take my time a bit more. It's not like the game's going nowhere. I definitely should like slow it down a bit. Okay. Man, that yellow guy throwing enemies right into my snake. Luckily, they are still surviving though, thanks to the advisors. Buffs. Okay, I think that was a Infesting Strike activating right there. You know, I killed a unit, spawning a few little critters. Getting a bit. I'm more concerned about the silencing. Yeah, the silencing was like, it was getting rid of my small amount of, it was getting rid of all my damage. Luckily though, like, because my snake is small enough, I was able to like pretty easily just dodge until the silencing went away though. Like that's the one thing about your snake being kind of small. It makes it a lot easier to like get those like tight dodges. Detective. Oh, we're on the shooter elite. That's looking kind of bad. I do not know. 2 mercenaries. Who do I replace for him though? Who would be... Archer does 12 damage and pierces. Scout, or maybe the Vagrant. Vagrant only does 10 damage. I guess I'll get rid of the Vagrant. So actually, by having the Vagrant, that's giving me a slight psychic bonus. So I think I'm going to go rid of the Archer, get a Detective so I get a bit of gold. Throws a knife that does damage. Place the Detective at the front so that it's easier to control the metal detector. I didn't know that's something you could do because I've never used the Detective besides one time. But that does sound like it could be a good strat to like be able to use him a lot more efficiently. I will get rid of the Cleric, replace him for a Priest. And I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Scout, get a Silencer instead, because this is a very special unit heavy boss. And so if I don't stop these units from shooting me, it's going to very quickly deal with me. They're very quickly going to destroy me. A healer run? At this point, you should try a healer run next. Potentially, yeah. Healer runs are like, they're really fun to look at. Like, I've never done one in this mod, but I have tried doing it before vanilla. I've never won with them, But they can be really fun, especially if you get the one item that lets you summon projectiles every time you get a healing orb. It can be really fun because you'll just have these constant huge swarms of projectiles. Okay. Blight. But yeah, that was an obvious loss there. Our Revenant build. Yeah, I was thinking before I started the stream that I think one of the builds I want to really do is either a Swarmer build or a Revenant build, because like the Revenant's one of the modded classes that are added, and I've never actually tried doing a Revenant build. Like I've had units from the Revenants, like I've used the Blight plenty of times, but I've never done like a full Revenant build. So I want to try one, especially considering I've seen so many like Revenant specific items that I've just never been able to use because I've never done a Revenant build. So if I see one of those Revenant items for my first item, I might try doing a Revenant build. It can be fun. Visor. Okay. Slowly get rid of these guys. Speed enemy, really easy to defeat with a Blight. Blight is like the perfect counter to these speed guys. Man, Blight makes it so easy, like for these early waves, because like there's not really much special enemies you gotta deal with, and so like you can super easily just funnel the enemy straight into your tail, and they just get absolutely devoured by the Blight's attack. Okay. An upgrade to the Blights. Now we're on the hard. Level 3. Hopefully I'll get a Revenant item from this one. You should have taken more damage. I should have, but like I'm being a little greedy. I'm hoping that like maybe the Blight will be enough to carry me so I can save a bit more money. I'm being greedy. It might be a bad idea, but it could also pay off if I'm able to succeed. Plus, because we're on such an early level, most of the special units you see pay off. The way my payoff is just that I save more money so I can get more interest to buy more Revenant units later. That's why. I'm mostly just hoping to save more money for other stuff versus like getting a dancer or something else. I could have bought one unit and still stay at 5 gold. That is possible, but at the same time, if I save that 1 gold, it's gonna make it quicker to get to 10 gold. It's gonna make it slightly quicker to get to the next interest level. That, and I just wasn't really interested in any of the units I saw. And I thought Blight could be enough damage by itself for now, at least for this level. Especially because it has an advisor backing it up. The advisor gives a good enough damage resistance and HP shield for the Blight to survive. Blight can't kill shooters, but that's where the advisor comes in. While the Blight can't really kill shooters by itself, the advisor will give enough shield to itself that the advisor can just contact damage the shooters, and the Blight will just get everything else. Plus, it's only for this level. Once I get to the next level, I plan on buying something else. Because the Blight is not the best by itself for these like long range enemies. But see, it was fine enough for just this level. It wasn't like a huge deal. What are these? Divine Barrage, Battling Burst, Position 4, Inoculated, Homing Barrage, Magnify, Divine Punishment, Chivalry. Homing Barrage is pretty okay. Yeah, looking at it, maybe I should have gone for Homing Barrage. Our Last Stand. Damage bonus. This could be potentially useful for like my advisor and stuff. And like, because oftentimes I will be like left with like one unit, only one unit remaining, so it could help. It's not the best item. I was hoping I'd get a Revenant specific item, but considering I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, a lot of the Revenants want to die for like their ability to activate, like for example the Gravedigger. So Last Stand should like kind of work with that. Leashes 2 enemies. No, I'll just make a basic Patron. A little bit of projectile damage. Adventurer has high DPS. True, but it also has high cost, is the thing. Expensive. And I thought that maybe, because it says it pulls 2 enemies together, I thought that maybe that could end up leading the enemies to like, it might pull enemies together and then somehow those enemies might get pulled into me. So that's the reason why I was a little unwilling to choose it. Because I didn't know if like maybe it might be possible for like 2 enemies, maybe like 2 enemies are separate. What if it pulls like 2 separate enemies together and like sandwiches me? That's never happened to me. Yeah, it's probably unlikely that happened, but like there's just that slight like inkling of fear in me. I was like, maybe I'll just go for like this 1 cost unit instead. That, and I think it was also because I've never tried Adventure before. So that's probably also that, and it's also because like I've never tried Adventure before, so I didn't really know what to expect. So I was like, let me stick with the thing that I know how it works. Since this is only like a temporary unit that I'm planning to sell later. Anyway. Necromancer. I got another Revenant unit. Cartographer's good. What's Cartographer does? The edges of the area of arena does damage per second. I'll try it out. Let me put him up here. Now I technically have 2 explorers, so they should be actually getting, they should actually like buff each other because of that. Because of the explorer bonus. Oh man, that's big. I was thinking like he might not be that good because I thought it'd be small. This is actually huge. This is actually a huge thing. I thought it'd just be like the literally like barely touching the edges of the map. This is a pretty big thing. This guy? Yeah, like man, it instantly killed these units. Oh, if it dies, the area goes away. Yeah, that is sad, but as long as they keep it alive, it should be like doing some good damage. Especially because it seems to like it's like killing some units the minute they spawn sometimes. Like if the units spawn in like the corner or something, it seems to like be insta killing them, or at least doing a decent amount of damage the minute they spawn, which is cool. Yeah, like this guy's, some of them already took a damage like the minute they spawned because they spawned right into the cartographer zone. Oh, the corners deal double damage? Oh yeah, because they're intersecting. That makes sense. The one sad thing, though, it seems to be kind of bad against ranged units, though, since the ranged units kind of just sit in the middle, so it's not doing much against them. But for everything else, doing pretty good. Do I have enough damage for the speed elite? Or should I maybe get like a dancer to like maybe bounce the enemies into the corners to work with a cartographer? Would that potentially be useful enough? Push away enemies? Yeah, it could help me, especially considering this is a speed booster, the speed booster elite. so they're going to be coming to me faster, so Dancer should make that a bit easier to deal with. Now, what I can try to do, I can try to like sit in a corner, so like try to lead the boss into the corner. Hopefully, maybe it runs up here. Try to sit at the top of the map so the boss comes up here, or at least its units do. So it's taking a bunch of extra damage for free. Yeah, I'm essentially got like this. I essentially got like a safe zone right now. As long as like I'm sitting like up here, the enemies have like a lot harder time. Like they'll die before they can even get to me. Especially when you combine not only the cartographer damage, but also the Blight's damage. Well, guess we're not having a cartographer anymore. Unfortunately, he died. Well, it was good while it lasted. Not only did he die, but the Blight also died, which is sad. Taking a bit too much damage right now. I don't got a lot of damage to deal to this guy. I got a single Dancer. Hey, at least that Dancer is keeping the enemies real far away from themselves. If only I had Fracture right now. Fracture would be making this Dancer do a lot more. Elites are resistant to knockback. So yeah, that is the unfortunate thing about having only the Dancer be alive. Not gonna be able to do too much to the elite right now. Actually, I do have some I have a decent amount of HP shield, so I might be able to just contact damage kill the boss because he's pretty low. But I'm gonna try to wait until the other enemies are a little. Enemies can also hit the elite. Oh yeah, so I could potentially try to like hit the I could try to like swing the enemies into the elite as well for damage. Especially because the enemies right now aren't doing that much to me, so I can kind of like handle a few enemies constantly spawning again. So yeah, just like try to get them close to the elite and then like fling them into it. Like that. The dubstep stairs the Dancer makes. Oh, the sound effect, yeah. It's pretty nice. I really like how the mod adds like a lot of sound effects to the modded units. How a lot of the modded units have like custom sound effects. It's pretty cool. This is about to be a very slow battle. Indeed. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to kill that through contact damage. I want to see there, but nah. Man, I kind of wish it was the Advisor that was the last one alive, because at least the Advisor would have been able to like buff itself until I had enough shield to like just contact damage the boss. Versus the Dancer, I'm going to have to play a very slow game of knocking the enemies into the boss. If I survive long enough to do that, though. It's probably a restart, unless I can. Nah, I could theoretically beat the boss if I just kept like ping-ponging enemies, but it would probably take a very, very long time, and I don't know if I want to spend 1 hour, like an hour, slowly ping-ponging enemies into the very first elite. Maybe this will be the healer run. This could potentially be a good healer run, and you know, like get the musician leveled up, you know, getting people's attack speed faster. And then if I get, I think to like get a good healing run going, what I'm gonna need to get is potentially like the healing item that lets you shoot projectiles whenever you heal, and then maybe like a Sidekeeper, if that's the name of the unit. Because I remember Sidekeeper should be the one who will like whenever it takes enough damage, it spawns healing orbs. That one could be really good for a healing run. I'll take this guy, give a bit more damage. Yeah, spawns 3 healing orbs when it gets hit. That one could potentially be really good for a healing run. As like, if you just, you know, take a bunch of damage, spawn a bunch of healing orbs, and then immediately heal all the damage you take. And then if you have it so that the healing orbs are spawning projectiles every time you pick them up, it allows you to just shoot a lot of stuff. I like that I really like how the musician plays a little like instrument every time he heals. Where's the music? I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it must have. I think it ended up getting stuck because I can't. The problem is I can't play the actual music in the game itself because the mod adds in like copyrighted music. So instead I had to find the actual like base game Snurks music and play it like YouTube. And so because of that, sometimes yeah, it seems to pause itself. Sometimes it gets stuck. And sometimes it's like, are you still there? After like looping for long enough. Oh, I completely forgot to move the blight to the back. I should have done that. Bloodsucker has minimal range. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing. Yeah, he don't got very good range. His range is very small, which is pretty substantially decreasing the amount of damage he can do when I have to like get that close. But that doesn't matter because if it gets hit, it just heals. Yeah, so it is like even if it does end up getting hit, it kind of like helps itself. Plus, I mean, it also kind of works well with Blight, because for Blight you need the enemies to get close to you to hit with the Blight tail. So you already want the enemies to get close to you for that. So like Bloodsucker's gonna be able to do stuff, and it silences, yeah. So you're not gonna have to worry about like potentially like a orange enemy getting too close to you and charging into you when you're trying to use a Bloodsucker, because the Bloodsucker's gonna silence them before they can do much. Okay, what do I got? Taylor's Apprentice. I don't want to do a rogue build again. Holding Strike, Ballista, Noxus Strike. I'm really feeling any of these because I'm not going to be going for a build that specifically has only projectiles. When an enemy dies, chance to evoke random on-death curse effect, Psych Orbs, Dark Remains. Yeah, I probably will go Dark Remains. So, because I don't really want to re-roll again. If I re-roll again, I'm going to be losing a lot of money. And I kind of need to get that interest building up. Librarian, Shy Shock Seer. Yeah, it could be really good if it activates with the Shy Lock. You know, you get some money. Activates the Seer, you're going to get that, like, healing. And Librarian for, like, that HP shield. So, yeah. And it should be, like, really good if I get to max level. How's my damage dealing right now? I might add like I'll add like a dual gunner. My damage is still feeling a little low. The Blight, yeah. I almost forgot that. Luckily I didn't remember to move him this time. The problem is the Bloodsucker, since the Bloodsucker is the same color, I almost forgot to move the Blight. It's like, oh, the Blight's already at the back. You can see the little gray unit at the back. They're like too similar in like color. disable the healer or not. I didn't get close enough. Oh, so you also like, yeah, you can already see the curse remains activating. I spawned a little bit of critters thanks to it. Infestor's curse? Yeah, that's the unit. I was wondering which one it is, because I know there is a Swarmer unit that does that. Because the only other one I remember, there's like Shylock for gold. The only other one I remember is I also know there's Jester that does the blades whenever a unit dies. So that also should be something possible. Like, I think that was there, right? That was it right there. The little knives that just got spawned. That should have been the Jester's death effect activating. Librarian activated? Did it? Oh yeah, you can see like little bits of stuff. It is somewhat sometimes activating. It should be a lot better once I get that thing leveled up eventually, so that it has like a 60% chance of activating. Because right now, the chance for activating isn't super high. It could be higher. Oh, I was kind of hoping I could have silenced the blue guy so he wouldn't explode, but it don't really matter. The wave's already finished. Okay. How's my damage doing? Do I need anything else? I think my damage is good for now. It's not a hard wave yet. You need more damage? I'll get it. I can probably get damage next shot. For the elite. Oh yeah, the elite is coming up soon. I can never remember the numbers that the elite comes on. That's the thing. Put Bloodsucker to the front so you can kite the elite. Oh yeah, I guess if I have Bloodsucker up front, I could be using it to like kind of like more precisely target units and like target the elite so it can't mess me up. Yeah, that could be useful, especially if we like get like a really bad elite fight. Especially the elite fight's not going good. And because it heals, it'll last longer. Yeah, so it probably would be a very good unit to put at the front. Oh yeah, I'll need to remember to do that after this wave finishes. Let me get these healers. They're in the way. They're messing me up. Okay, now they're no longer doing any healing. Okay, let me remember. Put the Bloodsucker at the front. Okay, here it goes. Let me get a bit more damage. Just build up. Just get some random units. Canist. Comedian. Just gives just a bunch of damage. And I guess a Chronomancer can like buff everybody. And then Zephyr. Decoy is underrated. What DK? I don't know if Decoy, how good Decoy would be though if I have like no constructs though. I've never tested it because I've never seen exactly how good it could be. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. Well, there goes the Bloodsucker. Made that thing die quick. I took a little too much damage early. It could taunt all enemies plus shooters. Oh yeah, I didn't even think. I usually when I think about taunting enemies, I only think about the enemies that attack you. I didn't even think about the fact that it could taunt shooters. That'd actually be a lot helpful. A lot helpful for like stuff like level 9 and like the shooter elite. I should have thought about that, but I didn't even like think about like the shooter enemies. I always just think about the enemies that are attacking me straightforward. Okay. So they shoot at the decoy, and then if it has enemies at it, they get attacked. Oh, that could have been. That could have been good. I wasn't even thinking about. I wasn't even thinking that far. Okay. What do I have currently? Dark Ravine. Okay, so what kind of build am I gonna be able to go for? I mean, I already have 3 Revenants, so I think I wanna try to look to see if I can find some kind of Revenant thing. When down to your last unit, all units take damage. Silencing strike. The end is the. How much is 600? That is a decent amount of damage. And if I'm going for a Revenant build where where they kind of want to die, where all the units kind of want to end up dying, 666 the insta kill. That could potentially be very powerful. Then, yeah. Most of the time. So yeah, that probably could save me because oftentimes during bosses and stuff, I'll get down to like 1 or 2 units. So that could be helpful. Detective, I'll get Detective. I'll put him like the front. The Detective from earlier. So I think I'll have the Bloodsucker right behind him, Detective in front. Use that for a bit more money. And hopefully I get a Merchant to pair together with him. That would help for me getting a lot more money. So I can get that 8% chance thing back. Okay, there's 1 gold. Up. I feel like the problem with the Detective, I feel like the Detective's kind of dangerous. I feel like I might end up getting myself killed, is the thing. So I gotta be very careful, because I feel like if I like follow the Detective's trail for too much, I might end up like running into something. Where is it telling me to go? Okay, once we go somewhere there. Okay. It's basically a hot and cold system. Yeah, the problem with those systems, anytime there's like a system like that in games, never usually the best at it. I can't. Sometimes I feel like I gotta get lucky to get it. Like sometimes I could be good at them, but sometimes with those kind of systems, I can end up like completely going past it for a while. Okay, should be about here. Wait. There. 1 gold. Oh, it can have multiple sensors at once to be leveled up. Then I'll probably need to level it up. That is gonna require me to, get lucky and get multiple detectives though to do that. So hopefully that'll happen. Ooh. That ranged enemy killed multiple units. Oh, I didn't pick up the gold. That spawned. Let me get rid of this guy. He keeps messing me up. I'm getting a good amount of gold from it though. Just not even like following the trail not even like following the sensors that well. I'm still getting a good amount of gold. Just from like randomly like moving around sometimes. You can just kind of like randomly find it. Oh, there's the last bit of gold. It's important to remember Detective isn't made for tackling enemies. Yeah, not giving you a lot of damage. So I mean, I guess in a roundabout way it helps with enemies because it does give you the gold to buy stuff to kill enemies. So in a roundabout way it helps with enemies. Do I really need a healer? Any more healing right now? Honestly, I bet a healing won't hurt, and I think a Mystic would be better than just the single Wander. Low-key is a healing run. It kind of is a healing run at this point. I got like the Bloodsucker plus a, where is it? The Mystic and Musician. It's starting to turn into a healing run. Which, I mean, that kind of, like, works well with the Zephyr I have, because, you know, if I'm able to heal more damage, that allows me to use the Zephyr more. So it kind of pairs well with it. Let me get rid of these guys. Ooh, they're super low in health right now. I need to get my Bloodsucker healed. Ooh, they got a lot of hits off of me. You should move with Detective to position 2. I should move into position 2. Oh yeah, I probably should have. I was wondering whether or not to have Bloodsucker in position 1 or in position 2, but yeah, maybe it'd be better to swap them so I can more target. Because just having him be close-ish to the front would probably be good enough for Detective. Because then that's still fine enough for using a sensor. You probably just need to be like exactly in the front. Also, Bloodsucker can charge the shooters because it silences them. Yeah, it probably would be better to put Bloodsucker completely in the front and make it a lot easier when I'm like trying to rush down the shooters. Bloodlust, Wash, Relic, Fracture, Betrayal. I'll do a reroll. Awakening. When an ally dies, when we're vulnerable. Magnetism. Whispers of Doom. Foresight. Ruthlessness. Chronomancy. Rupture. Reroll. Healthcare gold also heals. I'm not getting that much gold. And I already have so much healers that I'm healing through healing. I'll need gold to heal. I feel like. Domination. Chance to release. Okay, this I guess it is gonna be a healing build. Chance to release a ricocheting barrage on healing orb. Prime barrage it is. Healing build. And talking about healing build. Well, this doesn't give heal. It's only healing orbs. Technically doesn't matter, but guess I don't need all those healers. Yeah. Cursed enemies with lifesteal. Man, the problem with these people. All those revenants, yeah. I mean, Zephyr still kind of works with a healer build because if you're running into enemies, it still works. So it could be useful once I get like a Sidekeeper. But I don't need some of these other like revenants, like the light potentially. Comedian. The problem is, I have healers, but I don't have a lot. I don't think I have like almost any healers that make a lot of orbs though. I don't have a lot of orb summoning healers. Okay, well here's one. This one, the critters don't do that. Take those. I could have taken those. The problem with those healers, I want more healers that summon orbs because those ones just heal straight up. I need to actually drop orbs because this only makes ricochets on orbs. They're still healers. Yeah. But the problem is, if I just take a bunch of healers, it might end up like knocking my damage a little too low. I feel like there might be a possibility. Just deal contact damage and heal. Okay, I guess I could have just done contact damage. Especially because I have a Bloodsucker and Zephyr. That would have definitely been possible. Also, I'm gonna take a Shylock. That's worth a bit more damage. Who do I replace though for Shylock? I don't need a Comedian. Wait, no, this guy needs to be at the front. I remember, yeah. Okay. This damage should be enough now. I might keep it 30 so I still get my interest. Well, actually, I don't have a merchant. So 30 doesn't actually give me any extra interest. It's only 25. I keep forgetting I don't have a merchant because I usually do have one often. I so often have one that it's like It's kind of strange not to have one. Heal back up. My health is a little low. Heal, heal, heal. Well, there's Divine Barrage activating. Saw a few projectiles shoot out. Ooh, my Revenant's almost dead. In fact, he's dead right now. But it don't matter because we're finishing up this wave. Is there any gold on the map left? No. Okay, what's this? Quartermaster? No. Okay, cleric. I can take cleric. Which unit do I get rid of now for the cleric? Who is doing the least work? I'll get rid of Dual Gunner for the cleric. Now I have, what, 4 healers? So that should be 20% chance for double healing orbs. No. Bartender. What's Bartender do? Every 14 seconds heals 3 units with the lowest HP by 15% of X. X is how much damage they've dealt in the past 10 seconds. I mean, it's healing, yeah, I should take him. Arcanist, get rid of him. Bartender can be full heals if doing a lot of damage. Yeah, so I guess like that could like work really good if I'm doing contact damage, because like I could run into a horde of enemies. Then that'll make me do a lot of damage. But then I'll take a lot of damage, but because I dealt so much damage doing contact damage, the Bartender will heal me back up. I think I'm gonna level up Divine Barrage, max it out. So I can go ahead and have it activate more. Now that I have like cleric and stuff, it's like more stuff to actually make healing orbs. Oh, I ran right head first in that. I thought I would be able to get my Bloodsucker activated, but he died right before I could get the orange unit silenced. Oh, my use bad die, let me heal. Ooh, lost a few people there. Heal back up. Boom. The unfortunate part is the healers are a little not very tanky, they're not the best at taking damage, so sometimes they can die before I can heal them back up is the thing. So I do need to be more careful when it comes to them taking damage, so that they don't take too much damage before they can heal. I need to make sure that when I'm doing contact damage, only the units with more HP actually are the ones taking damage, not the healers, who can't really afford it. Focus on grabbing HP orbs. Then also, yeah, focus on grabbing HP orbs, because every time I grab an HP orb, I have a pretty decent chance to spawn on those Divine Barrages, which can help me get some good damage. Especially when I start getting more and more of them, hopefully soon. Hopefully I get some more healers that spawn them, like maybe the Priest and some of the other units, like a Psykeeper. Oh, there's my Blight. Aww. I kinda wish they died a little bit before that. A little later, so that I could have had the end activate during the last wave, and not the wave right before. That was the end triggering? Yeah. Honestly, I kinda forgot that existed. I completely forgot that I even had that item. I probably should have like tried to survive a little harder so that I could have had it activate once I was actually in the final wave. Well, all I can do is now is like maybe stall a little before the last wave, so I can hopefully get maybe a few more health orbs spawn up, stacked up, so that once the next wave starts, I can have a bunch of projectiles being shot. I'd also like to have a few critters stacked up, but unfortunately the critters be dying very fast. Ooh, that was a lot of damage there. I'm not fast enough to escape. Yeah, that was a little bit of a throw there. I took a little too much damage too fastly. The enemy dies, fire projectile. I'll take a break. I'll just take some random stuff. I was being a little too reckless there, is the problem. Okay, so we got one bash, one host. The bash does not seem to be doing a lot right now. It has missed every single shot that it, oh, there, actually hit now. Now it's starting to hit a bit. I think there's a flaw of healer ones. They need to take full damage before they can start healing. Yeah, they need to take damage to heal, but if they take too much damage, they can very easily die, which reduces the amount of healing you can do, which can mess you up. Okay, what units do I have now? Picking up gold, no. I'll take a cleric. Actually, maybe I'll take a miner, actually. Because if I get another mercenary, I can combine them together to get the money. Plus, there's always a chance I could do a mercenary build, because I haven't done one yet. So maybe I can do a mercenary build, so I'll take the miner. Okay. Try to lead the shooter enemy right into his fellow allies. He's gonna go beat them all up for me instead of beating me up. Oh, I actually went the wrong way though. He's gonna hit me now. Yeah, I accidentally looped around the wrong way. But we're good now. Now we start to hit them again. Heal, heal, heal. Okay, gotta finish this guy off. Right now. And then run. No special enemies. This should be easy then. Easy wave. In fact, I might just be like, run into them. Go ahead and end it now. They don't do too much contact damage yet. And it's only a few red guys since that last wave. Go ahead and finish him off. Though I should heal a little. Just in case. Okay, what do I get now? Blight. I'll take a blight. A little bit of extra damage. A little bit of extra damage. Okay, let me get rid of this shooter before he hits me again too much. And then also lead the enemies into my blight trail. I think the Vash and the blight kind of like combo a little bit good together. Because for you to kill enemies with a blight, they gotta be kind of close to you to get hit by the tail, which makes it a lot easier for the Vash to actually hit the enemies with its on-death projectiles, as the enemies are a lot closer and kind of right behind you. Makes it a lot harder for the enemies to dodge out the way of the Bash's attack. Get his healing orb. Wait for him to shoot one more time. And let's head right in. And he shot the wall. Okay. Go ahead and finish this guy off. Oh, I did not realize how low my people's health were. I was trying to like hit everybody with contact damage. I did not realize how low they were. That could have been dangerous if I committed completely to doing contact damage. Okay, what is there? Seeping, not really have any DOT. Hardening, no. Defense, no. Okay, what's this? Divine Blessing, Healing Orb every 8 seconds, Claustrophobia, if surrounded, push enemies away. Ouroboros Technique, Claustrophobia is useful. If surrounded by, 7 seconds is like, yeah, it could save me. And if I reroll again, I'm gonna risk losing a lot of money. Which if I'm potentially maybe going for a mercenary build, I'd rather not lose too much money. Though maybe instead of a mercenary build, maybe you go a Forcer build. It's still possible. Because I did just get a Dancer there, and we technically have the Claustrophobia item technically does work for a Forcer build, so it's possible. Though it does rely on me getting other Forcers though. Okay. Healer eliminated. No more healing for you. I need to pick up these healing orbs. My frontline unit has no health left. Okay. Get rid of these guys. Actually, I need to heal before I get rid of them. This guy can't get nowhere near me with all that pushing away from like the dancer and such. Okay. Man, those guys got absolutely flung. If only I had Fracture right now, man, they would have been just obliterated. Yeah, the white impulse was catastrophic. It absolutely just like Claustrophobia, it flings the enemies. It's flinging the enemies so far. If I had Fracture right now, they would have been just destroyed the minute they hit those walls. Because they got just flung right into them. Okay, I get a merchant. Merchant should allow me to now get the mercenary bonus activated. And I'll probably get a magician for a little bit of extra damage. Plus I still keep at 10 gold if I get the magician, so it should be fine. It gives me a little bit more helpful damage. Now I should hopefully be getting a lot more money with that 8% chance of dropping gold. That and also the bit of interest that I should be also getting from the merchant should help me get stuff a lot quicker now. Have a lot more money for re-rolling and such. Also, the thing I completely forgot about is that now that I'm making gold from the 8% chance, now the miner can actually do something. Because now I actually have a chance to drop gold to activate the miner's ability. I kind of forgot about that being a thing. Ooh, my people are super low in health when we pick up these orbs. Well, there's claustrophobia activating again. Oh, I lost somebody. And let me heal a bit more again. Okay, last wave. Man, those guys got flung together because of claustrophobia. Claustrophobia is quite good against these big crowds. Unfortunately, it still kind of sucks against small crowds because it's not high leveled yet. So it takes a lot of enemies to even activate. I'm gonna need to level it up. I'm going up. Please pick up that gold for the wave ends. Okay. There is the elite, so I'm definitely gonna need some damage. Curses enemies permanently, makes them take damage from sources. Take an advisor. Move them up like here. I'll take a scout because I want a bit more damage considering I'm at the boss. And I guess I'll take, or could I actually? I guess I'll take the tormentor, just like for a bit extra damage. And I'll try out the decoy as well. Now I get a chance to actually see how good the decoy does. Now I got a full snake, so that should make it a lot easier to beat this boss. What does the decoy look like? Because I've never actually tried it. It is not activated yet. Okay, there it is. So it looks like a triangle. Oh, that actually seems pretty useful. It actually lasts longer than I thought. I thought it would only be a few seconds. It's like staying there for quite some time. I thought it'd be like 5 seconds and it's gone. In fact, it lasted long enough for another one to spawn before it went away. So that's actually pretty good. Especially because like it kind of gives me that breathing room to like, you know, go across the map and like go and get like a bunch of healing orbs. So like if I need heal, I can just like run away. That thing's actually lasting like surprisingly long. I thought it'd be immediately gone. But like it seems pretty strong. Like the fact that it's constantly active because it's like its cooldown is like quick enough to always be on. That's pretty good. It says it lasts for 14 seconds. Yeah, it seems it lasts long enough to completely like be equal to its duration. So it's like always on now. Which essentially gives me just all the free time in the world to summon a bunch of little critters and pick up these orbs. And the fact that it works on bosses too is like amazing. This gives me plenty of time this give me like plenty of extra leeway to like move around. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, you know what'd probably be really good with decoy? Maybe like detective or something. Because like using decoy, you'd have a way easier time to like, you'd have way more time to like just go around the map picking up gold. So like detective would actually probably be really good to get with this decoy. And make it a lot easier to do that little like radar game, like with the hot and cold. All I would need to do is be careful not to get attacked by like stray projectiles that are targeting the decoy. Okay, now it's finally finished. Let's go ahead and finish off these last guys. Make sure to pick up any gold that they might drop before the level ends. So I want to make sure I got all the money I can get. Any of you gonna drop gold? None of you? That's sad. I thought at least one of them would drop something. Though I guess it is only 8% chance. Attacks burn, take more damage. Voiders do DOT, critters die immediately on contact. I'll do a reroll. Gravity field, if a sorcerer repeats, I'm not really going for sorcerer build. offensive station, ceremonial dagger, critical strike. I could go ceremonial dagger since it like fits any build, but like I want something more specific right now. Honestly, wait no, creates an area based on the knockback force. Forcer, yeah, I think I'll go trimmer. Trimmer. And I can save my money for now. Now I just need to actually get more forcers, because right now all I got is a dancer and claustrophobia. So I probably can upgrade claustrophobia as well, if I now think about it. Also, I'm pretty sure the decoy should also actually work with, it actually should be pretty good forcers as well. Because if all the enemies are like stuck on the decoy, which oftentimes likes to like spawn on like the edges of the map, that'll make it a lot easier to like clump up the enemies and then like fling them into like the side of the map. Plus, because the boss also gets attracted to it, it'll make it a lot easier for like the enemies to get flinged into the boss if the boss is all right next to the enemies because of the decoy. Boss is resistant to knockback. Yeah, the boss won't be getting hit by the knockback, but all the enemies next to it, because of the decoy, will be. So the decoy will make it a lot easier to fling enemies into the boss to deal some damage. And a heal. At the very end. Oh, there's a gold up there that I could grab. I don't think Blight's doing that much right now. I'm replacing the Prospector. Exorcist. Exorcist would probably be better than some of these like smaller random units. Who do I get? I'll get rid of Scout. Get Exorcist. It'll make it a bit easier to deal with the specialist units. It'll make it so they can't like do as much to me. Also, I should remember that I probably want to upgrade claustrophobia soon when I got the money to, so it's a little bit more easy to activate. Because right now, it requiring seven enemies is a little bit of a tough condition. 4 would be a lot easier. Oh my god, this decoy, man, it's being really helpful for these ranged enemies. Because usually ranged enemies are like my absolute bane. Like, they absolutely mess me up when they just get all those like shots off on you and just destroy your snake. But the fact that they're targeting the decoy instead is pretty useful. Let me get these guys, fling them into the wall. You enemies immediately got flinged away the minute they tried to go for me. Ooh, gold. Gotta use the decoys, essentially using the decoys like a shield. Oh my god, they got flinged by the claustrophobia again. Okay, let me clean them all up now. Ooh, any gold? Nope. Dancer. What does Dancer do at its level 3? Pushes, explode 3 seeking projectiles. Okay. Also, this is a hard wave. I think I can go for a bit more healing. Pushes. Oh, pushes. As pushes the enemies who are already pushed. Oh, so it double pushes. That'd be a lot more useful for like making, like guaranteeing that the enemies actually hit the wall. I'll probably spend my money on claustrophobia instead. Do I have a merchant? Maybe I should have spaced it. Pushes with 2 E's. Oh, it's like 3 pushes. So yeah, a lot of pushes. It's gonna like make sure the enemies very easily get pushed. That's not what I beat at all. What do you mean then? Ooh, gold. Man, these ranged enemies, a lot easier to deal with. Usually level 9 can be a bit of a... Enemies who are being pushed. Pushes refers to enemies being pushed. Push E's. Oh, okay, yeah, I understand. The push E's, so saying the ones who are being pushed. So yeah, they're enemies being pushed. Okay, I understand now. Yeah. I was thinking of it. Like, honestly, it's a bit late for me, dude. So, like, sometimes my brain could be, like, not putting 2 to 2 together. Interviewed. Yeah, I just wasn't putting 2 to 2 together. It's kind of late for me right now. So my brain's going a little bit slower. It's not thinking as clearly. They put in 2 to 2 together. That, and I was also just reading. I was just reading the word super fast. So I literally just, my brain just autocorrect, like, yeah, the enemies being pushed make projectiles. That could be really useful, considering the fact that because the enemies are gonna be super clumped up together. Oh man, the ranged enemies are attacking decoy. I was so used to ranged enemies attacking decoy. But yeah, I was gonna say, because all the enemies are getting clumped up together, when I push them, they're gonna be like super easily hitting each other with those projectiles then, because they're all gonna be clumped up when they get pushed. What's this? DOT. Enemies that are being pushed do not do combat damage. That should protect me from being like owned by my own attack. This will make sure that I don't get pushed, and make sure the enemies don't get pushed into me and mess me up. They'll save me a bit. My damage should be good enough now. I'll save a bit more money for more interest. Try to get to 100 gold so my merchant's making max money. Keep the enemies far away from me. Okay, where's the enemy spawning? Right there. They should be immediately going towards the decoy. Yep. So pick up this gold. Now I'm going to hit them with the dancer so they can hit the wall. And then another healing orb. I'm getting a lot of gold this wave. Oh yeah, I forgot, because I have Prospect. I was wondering, like, man, how's that 8% chance activating? I completely forgot for a second that, yeah, I also have the Prospector that's also giving gold. So that is also going to be helping at the same time. It seems the decoy does have like a range though. It doesn't just instantly decoy. It doesn't instantly like attract enemies from like super far. So it seems like I do notice that some of the enemies will like be targeting me for a bit until they get close enough. So I definitely need to like keep that in mind, especially for like the enemies, like the ranged ones and the dashers who might dash or shoot at me before the decoy activates on them. I do need to be careful of that. And arena clear. Any gold? No. Dancer. Now it's level 2, so it's doing extra collision damage on like collisions. Special enemies that may, honestly, with how it extras can insta kill special enemies, that makes it a good counter to most things. Yeah, it seems pretty good. It seems like it's being pretty good, especially how it's not just insta killing them, but also silencing stuff. It makes it a pretty effective counter against special enemies, who usually prove to be like the main threat. Because usually, the red enemies are like nothing. Like there may be a problem the first levels when you don't have much damage, they can kind of swarm you. But in the later levels, you kill them so quick they can't do nothing. But special enemies usually problem. So Exorcist can't help. Would Paladin be good? It does not attack. It doesn't attack red enemies, but like red enemies are so weak that you don't really need it to be targeting red enemies. It's kind of better in a way that for it to be like specifically targeting just those special enemies because they're the biggest threat. A few more dancers and I should get a level 3 one. Also, because it also doesn't just kill special enemies, but because it silences in an area, it should also mean that it's not useless against bosses, since it should also be able to silence bosses with its area attack that silences, not just kill special enemies. Heal back up. Pick up this gold. Oh, I need to get away from the decoy before they mess me up. But yeah, like these all these special enemies, they don't even have a chance to like silence me or anything, because immediately the Exorcist takes care of them, which is quite nice. I don't gotta worry about them like shooting me with attacks or immediately silencing half of my damage dealers. Takes good care of the tanky enemies. Yeah, it makes it so you don't gotta like spend 10 years slowly whittling away at the yellow enemies. It's nice I can like instant take them out, because they can be around for just so long. They make the waves so much longer because like you kill everything, but then like that one yellow guy is just alive. What's honestly, Magician is not doing that much damage. I'd rather just healing since I'm going for the force build. Take healing. I feel like the priest isn't really doing much. Dancer. I mean not priest. I mean the what's Magician isn't doing too much. Okay, I only need a few more to get Dancer to max level. What's Liquidator? Projectiles, how much gold you have. Shoots X projectile to deal 10.2 damage, where X is how much gold you have, maximum of 30. So X, so it's dividing your gold by 2. So that would be, I have 100 gold, once I re-roll everything, I'm gonna have 100 gold, so it should be shooting 50 projectiles, but it's maxed at 30, so it should be shooting all 30 projectiles. I mean, that's better than just like the random martyr, because the martyr doesn't keep. Well, actually, the martyr's doing healing, but I already got a priest and a cleric. Though actually, no, I'll get rid of the cleric. I feel like the martyr's better healer than cleric. Plus, if I get liquidator, now I have 4 mercenaries, so I'm gonna get the max 16%. Gonna make me a lot more money. And then also post isn't really doing much damage if I'm not going for a swarm build, so I'll switch it out with photographer for now. Dancer. Oh, finally another forcer appears. Okay, cartographer, I know I just got you, but you're immediately being sold. Okay, I'll put the bar like up at the front so I can more easily target. Actually, I'll put both the more forces more at the front so it's more easy to target with them. Detective. I'll replace the. I don't feel like the miners doing as much. I'll get the detective instead. Get more money for stuff. Okay, can I get another forcer, please? Warden. What's Warden do? Force build around a random unit. I don't really like Warden. I feel like I'm gonna skip it. It is a forcer, but the problem is I feel like I can never get Warden to actually ever do anything. I feel like anytime I've ever tried Warden, he always targets like a random unit in the middle. He targets a random unit in the middle of your thing. The text is too long. Oh yeah, that's probably because of how the thing is. My thing is formatted. That's hard to avoid, and it's also probably because it's at the edge of the map. That's harder to avoid with how my thing is set up, with how my stuff is all. Because I had to make the screen of the game a bit smaller. No, it's like that in the vanilla. Oh, is it? I thought maybe it would have been because I made my I'm not full screen, so I can actually see my see the stream and stuff. If it's like that in the base game, then yeah, it's unavoidable. I honestly wouldn't know if it was like that in the base game, because I've honestly forgotten what base game's already like at this point. It's already forgotten. Also, this mercenary is shooting a crazy amount of projectiles right now. With how much gold I have, it's just shooting that max projectiles. It is not shooting very accurately though is the problem. I don't really know where it's going. It's kind of just going everywhere. I need to heal. My health is super low. Yeah, this unit, I thought this mercenary would be a little better than this with how much projectile he shoots, but the problem is he's just not hitting. Look at all these projectiles and just hitting the roof or just a random wall. Also, they're not really doing as much damage as I thought they would. I thought with the amount of projectiles it's shooting, it would do a little bit more damage than it is. Honestly. $10 isn't a lot. Yeah, I guess 10 damage isn't that much. But I just thought because since it is like 10 times 30, but I guess the problem is it's not getting all 30 of those projectiles to actually hit. Thanks to how much are missing. Also, I'm really starting to struggle with this boss. Not having my decoy alive anymore is like, this really sucks. And it's gone. Well, all I have left is 2 forcers, which isn't good. Man, this exploding boss messed me up with all these exploding projectiles. Because the decoys don't really work on those. The decoys don't really do much help against exploding projectiles. like I think I'm dealing with the regular enemies very good since I'm doing a Forcer build, so I can pretty well goodbye to my Forcer. So like I'm dealing with the regular enemies fine, but I can't deal with the boss because I don't have like knockback just doesn't work on the boss. Just like claustrophobia do damage. Yeah, about that. May have got cut off. My dodging skills, I don't know what's up today. Today my dodging skills just aren't up to standard. I think it's 'cause sometimes my skill in this game, you know, it can vary crazily. Like, you know, last stream I was finally beating New Game 3 and 4 and like getting some wins. Today, not so much. Though I mean, technically, I've never been a master of this game, because a funny story is when I bought this game for the first time, and like I was playing the game on my own, like this was probably months before I ever even made my YouTube channel. I got the game, and it took me months of playing the game. Like not like playing the game every day, but like months of like on and off playing the game to even beat basic difficulty. Like not even like a new game or anything, just default difficulty. It took me months after buying the game for the first time to even beat default difficulty. So I'm not exactly so I guess that definitely probably kind of is one of the reasons why I'm messing up. I'm not exactly a pro at this specific game. There. What do I have? Slasher, instant kills nons under 15, and lurker. Just some random stuff. Maybe this will be the Revenant build, depending. I don't know. No, there's no like clear build that's coming out yet. We're only on level 2. Do. Okay, slowly approach him from an angle so he doesn't get me. But yeah, it definitely seems like it's gonna be some time before I beat New Game 5. I was honestly, with how good I was doing yesterday, I was coming into stream thinking like, you know, it's only gonna take me like maybe 2 runs to get New Game 5. I'm gonna get New Game 5 done super quick, just like I got New Game 4 done pretty quickly after I did New Game 3. But it seems it will take a bit more work than I thought. Shoots a slow projectile that draws enemies in. Or explore. I'll buy Sage. Maybe we can go for a nuker build. I haven't done a nuker build yet. Depends what item we get, because I mean, we got the wizard. Or not wizard, whatever this guy's called. If it is a wizard. Actually, I already forgot what his name is. That is a problem. I can be forgetting pretty quickly. But honestly, that's how my memory is. Sometimes my memory can be strange. I could, like, there's some things I'll remember super well. Like, if somebody owes me something, somebody promised me something, I'll remember that to the end of the days. You better not promise me something ever. But if it's like some random thing, I'll be doing something, I'll forget what I did like 5 seconds later. I've once got something out of a freezer to eat, literally set it down on a plate, walked away for like 2 minutes to because I needed to like quickly do something, came back 2 minutes later, opened the freezer, trying to look for the food that I put on the plate, and I was like, why isn't it there? Well, who stole my food? Not realizing that I had already put it on a plate only 2 minutes ago. So it definitely makes sense that I am immediately forgetting the name of units 2 seconds after buying them. I think I need a bit more damage right now. This Forcer is good for keeping the enemies together and like clumping them up for like other stuff, but not good for actually doing any damage itself. Though I mean, it does kind of work with the Reaver I have. It lets them like clump together for a Reaver attack, but that still means that the Reaver is the only one doing damage, which makes things a lot slower. Oh, well, never mind. Guess I'm not clumping up the enemies anymore. Just gonna have to beat them up the old-fashioned way. Very slowly. Oh, please do not let my aristocrat die. It seems that they didn't die. You should do what I do, where you restart so you get a good starting unit. I probably should at some point, because like, if I want to get a build going, it'd probably be good to like get a run where like, I don't want to like cheese everything, but I think it would be fine to like at least cheese like the first starting unit, just to make sure I can at least start to get a build going. You know, I don't want to get like a single scout when I'm not planning on ever doing a rogue build anytime soon, considering I've just won with it. Slowly circling these guys. Well, at least this guy can attack multiple units at once. So at least we're not killing them. At least we're not killing them one at a time with like an archer or something. At least that's something good. Though I guess technically at the same time an archer would have been attacking a lot faster though. Okay, what do we got? Awakening, not doing a mage run. I've already won with that. AoE, no, actually. AoE could be good if I'm gonna go for potentially a nuker run. Because I do have a sage already. Who, while the sage doesn't do damage if I eventually do go for a nuker run, resonance could be good. So I'll try it out. Okay. The problem is, the game kind of seems to want to do everything but have me go for a nuker run. It seems actually it really doesn't want me to go for a nuker run. It kind of seems like it's trying to push me back to a Forcer run again, giving me like a dancer. Okay, dodge exploding projectile. Almost killed my merchant. Not that it really mattered, but technically almost did that. Okay. I'll upgrade the dancer. And I'll get Arcanist because my damage still feels like pathetic. My damage feels like pathetically low still. Like I literally have like no damage at all. I got like nothing. I'm still struggling to kill enemies. Ooh, that's a lot of people to lose to that ranged enemy. And even more, actually. Well, goodbye, sorcerer I just bought. You lasted for like a few seconds. Okay, finish you off. Honestly, I wish I had something other than the comedian. I wish I had like a mage or something. Comedian doesn't really do much damage if you're not doing like curses. Its damage is pretty sad. I mean something, but it's not as good as it could be. Though at least it hits multiple units at a time though. Slowly wandering around. Up and there goes a lot of my damage dealers. There goes my comedian and my wizard, or whatever his name was. So I still have the dancer, so that's fine. The dancer can still do decent enough damage with all of his collision damage he deals when they hit stuff. Just run into this guy, actually. Just go ahead and get rid of him. Okay, an elite. Nah, I don't think this is gonna be a very good elite for me, as I have no damage, really. Not much of anything. I'll just buy what I can with the money I have, and just hope it goes well. My damage is just sad. I've not gotten a single build really going. I haven't really gotten a lot of stuff that fit together. That and a lot of my units don't really do like very good damage without like special conditions. Like the Forcer, the Forcer really needs to like hit enemies into walls and stuff. The big red ball doesn't do damage itself, it just attracts enemies, so you need other units to work with it. Comedian doesn't really do damage unless you have a bunch of cursors, and the other ones just don't do that much damage by themselves either. Like they do like archer and stuff, they do like basic damage, but like they kind of want like a build going so they could do even more damage, like more like stuff that give more projectile damage and like buffs and stuff. Please activate your thing to like send them away. Okay, that's another restart. Okay, this time I'm probably gonna restart until I get like a good unit going. Until I get like a good unit to start off with. Let's see. What will I have today? Could I get like maybe like a good Forcer, maybe like a Nuker, a healer or something that's like level 3? What's Demon? Nearby enemies have a 3% chance to be instant kills. Elites are immune but take damage instead of pushed back. I don't know if that's doing much. But honestly, I'm kind of tempted to see what it does. And it's like a Revenant and Nuker, and those are like two different classes I want to try. I'm gonna try to make a build with either Nukers or Revenants because I haven't won the game with them before. So it'd be interesting to try. Even though it doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Oh, there. So you essentially just have to have them like sit inside of your radius for a long time for them to do something. And just you essentially just gotta sit here and like hope and pray they roll that 3% chance and actually die. Because you know, honestly, you know what this would probably be good with? It'd probably be good with Dreamwalker, like increasing the range, the area size, because then it'd make it so that like a lot of the map would be taken up with his attack. This would be the last run we stay for. That's fine. I'll probably be ending it probably soon after this thing anyway. It's getting kind of late, and I still gotta record a Factorio video too. So yeah, this will probably be the end of the stream after this run. So hopefully, this will be a good run to end off the stream. Hopefully this will be the actual run that wins it. Okay, we got... Oh, it's activating a lot this time. The 3% are activating. They're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, ranged enemies, not going to be doing very good with this unit. Please activate before they shoot me up too much. I'm literally just hoping like the ability activates and they actually do something. Okay. It is a little satisfying at least though, seeing the enemy slowly pop, even if it is very slow. Like the fact that like you're not even have to deal damage, they just like instantaneously die is kind of like slightly satisfying. It just instantly like poof, just poof. Even if it is very, very slow to get anything done. Okay. You know what? Maybe this will finally be the Revenant build. Bloodsucker, throw that guy at the front. Blight, throw him in the back. You'll have the merchant just in the middle. Plus the Blight. Honestly, all the like the Blight, the Bloodsucker, and the Demon all kind of working kind of decently together because they all need to be like the. Because they all need to be having the enemies in short range, so they all kind of like support each other. With that way. Since they're all in kind of short range stuff. And the Bloodsucker should be helping to deal with my weakness when it comes to ranged enemies. Because this demon, not very good with these ranged enemies. Because he kind of needs to just kind of roam around for a while to have his ability activate. So being around a ranged enemy for a long time is pretty bad, as they'll shoot you up a bunch. So being able to actually silence them with a Bloodsucker is useful. Then just silencing is good for every unit, any special unit. It's just nice. Stops them from using their deadly abilities. There. Arena clear. What will I get? Burning Field. Create an area that deals damage to sorcerer and non-sorcerers. What's a lifespan? For every curse, no curses. Homing barrage and kills. Finishing touch. Divine arrows. Under max HP, take more damage. On enemy kill. None of these really filling what I need. Fitting. Chronomancy. None of these are very helpful. Yeah, I probably should have gone for the last ones, because at least those would have helped somewhat, but I was hoping I could re-roll and maybe get a Revenant item, but my luck did not turn out so well. Well, I guess I'm going to have to get Ouroboros Technique L, even though it's not amazing, because it's the only one that really does anything for Revenants. Zephyr, you can be like here. Now I have 4 Revenants. So having 3 Revenants gives a chance to insta-kill. I definitely need to get my damage up, because while the insta-killing is going to be okay for like these regular waves, where I can, you know, just insta-kill enemies, it's not going to be so good once I get to that boss, considering the boss isn't going to be getting insta-killed. So I'd like to get my damage up a bit more. Problem is, wasting too much of my money on re-rolling those items. Too much of my money got spent. Like, I was thinking about buying that dancer, but I had no money for it. Also, I'm kind of thinking I might just sell the Ouroboros technique. I feel like it literally is gonna do me nothing, because it like requires me to like sit in place and like spin to the left, and I feel like that's not gonna really happen when I'm trying to dodge. It honestly would probably do me better to just sell it and get money for interest, or like just buying units, because the likelihood I ever use it is very low. Yeah, plus spinning in place isn't even a bad strategy. I guess spinning in place isn't a horrible strategy, considering I do need to be close to units, and I do have like a blight and stuff. I'll keep it around for now, since, I don't need money that badly, but I am thinking about potentially selling it. Oh, I should have bought the merchant, though. I actually could have gotten level 2. Though, actually, I don't know if it really helps you to get a merchant to level 2 at all. Because I don't think it actually upgrades anything getting it to level 2 merchant. And getting it to level 3 is a lot more work. And even if you do get to level 3, it's, like, questionably useful, actually. Like, it gives you 1 free reroll, but that's, like, for the amount of gold you have to spend to get for 1 free reroll, like, so essentially you save 5 money each turn on a reroll, but then you have to spend like more than 5 money getting the merchant to level 3 though. So it'd actually probably be better not. Also, I killed my blight there. Whoops. It'd probably be better not to even upgrade the merchant at all. Actually, there's not really much benefit to it. Healers, an exploding guy who's exploding stuff I'm gonna need to dodge and be careful of. These healers messing me up. So now that I think about it, healers kind of get countered by the demon, because like, how's the healer gonna heal the units if they get instantaneously killed instantly by the demon? Okay, speed booster. I'm gonna need more damage if I'm gonna be dealing with that. So let me get some more stuff that can actually deal some decent damage themselves. Cryomancer, not amazing, but it's something. It's at least gonna give me the little bit of damage I might want to be able to beat the boss. Though it do be looking kind of weird how it's like, how like the demon area effect is overlapping with the Cryomancer now. Man, the elite dying pretty quickly. The zone does seem to be helping pretty well. Also, I'm pretty sure he's getting pushed back because of the demons thing. Because it said that because it doesn't insta-kill bosses, it instead pushes them back and deals damage. So that should be also helping a bit. Every 10 seconds, Revenants will take damage, get attack speed, damage, and defense. Well, I mean, there. Finally, a Revenant-specific item. So maybe this will finally be the Revenant build. Genius. I'll take a Genius, just for a bit extra damage. Also, I don't really like the Cryomancer. I'm gonna get Mentalist for extra damage. I kind of like the Mentalist. It can potentially do a bit of extra nice damage. Which means I'm gonna have like a bit of Psychic Orbs. Could be helpful considering enemies need to get close to me for my Revenant stuff to activate. So they kind of work together. Since Psychic Orbs also require the enemies to get close to you. Man, this zone doing some work. All this zone is making it a lot easier to kill like big hordes of enemies fast with all the zone being applied by the tailor. It is doing pretty nice work right now. Pretty nice work. Okay, now what would I do? I think I'm actually going to get rid of Magician. I want to get the Miner. Because I actually want to potentially get the Mercenary bonus for a bit of extra gold. Also, Blight, I need to remember to put at the back of the place. Yeah, Blight needs to be put at the back. Yeah. Silencing could be good. Actually, I might get rid. I don't think the host is doing that much without like a critter build going. Like one critter, it doesn't spawn out that fast. I'm actually going to replace it with a Silencer. Silencer will like help me deal with special enemies a bit better. I think I need a healer though, considering that I have the Revenant item that makes it so all of your Revenants will be taking damage periodically in exchange for buffs. I think I'm gonna need some kind of healing to counteract that. Though the Bloodsucker should be fine because the Bloodsucker will heal itself. But I don't know about the other Revenants. Pick up some gold. Okay, they're all silenced, so they can't do too much, except for the one green unit who is not silenced. I'll pick up that gold in a second after more enemies die. Okay, I lost a few too many people there. And pick up that gold right at the end. So I actually get benefited from it. Okay, hard wave. Would I want to upgrade anything? Or maybe search for something. Maybe do like a little searching to get something. Okay, Necromancer. I can replace the gun. I'm gonna replace the maybe the actually, I don't know if the mental is doing too much work actually. It feels like it takes a bit of time to start up. So I'm gonna get the Necromancer, so now I should be able to get Now I have 5 Revenants, which isn't doing anything, but it's there technically. And I also have a bit of zombie critters being spawned. Blight upgrade. Oh, I completely. Oh, I meant to pick up that cleric. I skipped past it. I wanted a little bit of money. I mean healing. Meant to pick that up. Zephyr. Do not pick up a merchant. Okay, I'm using up all my money. I'm like, I don't need to keep seeing. I was hoping maybe get like one more good unit. Maybe one more like Revenant or something, but no. Or like some kind of healer, but I didn't. I was hoping maybe I could either get a Revenant or maybe like the decoy, considering that this specific level has like a lot of ranged enemies often. A lot of ranged enemies. So a decoy could have been nice. Though I mean my silencer actually might be doing the work I need. And taking a lot of damage here though. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. I've not been able to get a good Blight run to go. Blight seems to be a little bit more complicated in some of those units. They have to be a lot closer to things. Well, goodbye, Blight. It was good knowing you. Now all we have is the one Necromancer by himself. Oh. Well, that's probably gonna be the last one for today then. Well, thank you for showing up to the stream. I unfortunately did not succeed in my goal of beating New Game +5 today. But there's always another time. So, bye.